G'day mates, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk once again about the Dreamstation 2 devices overheating. If you don't know what's going on, Philips has issued a statement recently and they basically say that there's possible thermal issues in the humidifier of the Dreamstation 2. Now I've read through 270 reports, incident reports on this issue, and I think I know what's going on and I'll explain it to you now. What I think is happening, this has got to be part of the cause anyway, is the humidifier chamber, where you put the water in, it is running dry during the night. And when that happens and there's no more water in the chamber, the heater plate's getting too hot and there's not enough protection in there for the circuitry, and that's causing it to overheat. There is a lot of reports of weird odors and smells, and also the humidifier running dry. It's one of the big complaints about this device here. And I just did a test just 2 minutes ago. And when the humidifier runs dry and there's no water in it, which happens to a lot of people, the heater plate does continue to heat and it gets very, very hot. You can't rest your hand on it, it's too hot. I did do a temp check. This normally goes in a nice piece of steak. And this wasn't medium rare, this steak, but it was 55 degrees Celsius, which you could nearly fry an egg on. And that works out to be, I think, nearly 130 degrees Fahrenheit for all my mates over in the States. Now, it's not like these things were just invented yesterday, hey? So it boggles the mind that they still can't create a device that doesn't run dry. I don't think that's too much to ask. I know they're all trying to make them as small and light as possible. They think that's a big selling point. I can tell you right now, after speaking and knowing patients very, very well, they would much prefer a little extra size and weight and have a humidifier that holds water throughout the night than a little less weight and it runs dry and they get the burning smell, the chemical smell and all that. So that's A. And if you can't give us that, then surely you can switch off the heater plate when it does run dry. A heater plate shouldn't be running when there's no water on it. I think we can all agree on that. Now there are companies that have this feature, so we know it can be done and it's a no-brainer in my opinion. Löwenstein has this feature. If the water drops below the heater rod, then it stops heating. Resven has this feature. Once again, the water runs dry, the plate stops heating. Now just with Löwenstein, this is a Prisma 20A, chamber holds 400 mils, so this is the largest chamber thus far in the CPAP market, 400 mils. And it has a heater rod. I want to show you something really important for those of you that have this device. If you take this heater rod out to clean, that's fine. Make sure when you put it back in that you screw it in all the way so that it's hand tight. If you don't screw it all the way in, water can leak out of this part and it's not great for your device. Now, if you use an AirSense 11 or an AirSense 10 and your water chamber runs dry through the night, I know it doesn't happen to everyone, but it happens to enough people that one guy over in the US has made a full-on business around that. How crazy is that? Seb over in the US, g'day mate. He invented this device, the C-Spring Mac 2, and it will sense when your chamber is running out of water and it automatically fills it back up again. How good is that? It holds about 3 liters of water. SleepHQ members, massive discount for you. So check that out. If your chamber's running dry and you're getting a dry mouth, maybe some funky chemical smells, whatever it is. And that's it. That's it for today. So that's the big issue with Philips. Water chamber is running dry, heater plate isn't switching off, but it's getting way too hot. Until next time, sleep well, look after your mates, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.